Wow, former CU quarterback Maddox Kopp took to Twitter to express his disappointment for the NCAA, and a lot of people take it as a hit to Coach Prime, CU, and Shedeur. But he said, hey, this is not a hit. No disrespect to CU or to Coach. Just go watch the team meeting. They got 30 million views. And I'm in the front row. Well, I think everybody saw that, and everybody saw Coach Prime say, hey, dog, if you're not here to compete, if you don't think you got it, go ahead and leave. Enter the portal now. If you hesitated, that's on you. If you stayed there and competed, that's on you too. Everything was out there in the open. He didn't say go leave if you're a holdover. He said, nah, if you're a holdover that don't want to compete and can't compete or don't feel like he could, go ahead and get on out, man. The transfer portal is open for you right now. The faster you leave, the better. So, of course, as we predicted, this is going to come with some problems, as some people are going to have some things to say. But it doesn't end there, as local reporter Brian Howell chimed in to say, to be clear, is not at all criticizing Coach Prime with what he said, because he wanted to chime in and say this isn't really about Kopp or CU. It's about the NCAA having a rule that helps coaches and therefore should have a rule that helps the players from that situation. I can understand that, but you taking little slick shots is what the internet is saying. Most are responding to this comment that you first put on there. He said, this is pretty crappy. If the NCAA is going to allow first-year head coaches to get rid of players, the NCAA needs to allow those players to immediately be eligible at their new school. What do you guys think? Well, there's a rule put in place. And here's the one and only from 247 Sports, Coach Reed, letting us know about this NCAA rule.
The NCAA, when they instituted the transfer portal, you get one free transfer. That's one time you can go anywhere you want to go and play immediately. If you graduate, you can transfer again as a grad transfer, a different set of rules. But if you try to transfer a second time before graduation, you're not eligible unless they grant you a waiver. So if you go through that process, you're always going to be taking a risk. And you got to decide when you make that decision whether or not you can live with the fact that you may not be able to play for a season moving forward. The rules are pretty clear on that. So sometimes they've granted waivers, sometimes they haven't, but anytime you put your situation in the hands of the court or the appeal system, you know the risk that you're taking.
Boom, and there it is from the GOAT himself, Coach Reed, letting you guys know the NCAA rule. It is a risk you're taking. So point blank, this is not Coach Prime issue. This is not a CU issue. This is not a Shedeur Sanders issue or anybody else he might have a problem with. It's a you issue, dog. And if you didn't get cleared by the waivers, you didn't get cleared by the waivers. So to get on here and blast Coach Prime and anybody else using passive aggressiveness or any type of slick talk or whatever it is, maybe you should reconsider and read some literature on the subject, because once you put it out there about Coach Prime, it's going to be a lot that come back to you, dog. So let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. And hopefully this young man find him a landing spot and be all good soon. We up and about the same piece of news. Yeah.